Hey folks, I wanted to show you the diffuser that I made for my Yongnuo YN360 light. I have two of these lights. This one doesn't have the diffuser. This one has my homemade diffuser. And the three things that I used to make it are the diffuser cloth, stretch fabric, and bias tape. And before I show you how to make it, let's compare. So right now, I'm going to turn off my LED light from my camera. The light from my camera is off. Here is the light stick with the diffuser on. There you go. It's about arm's length away, and it's at 99. The level's at 99. Yeah, it's a little bright, you know, at arm's length away. So now let's compare it to the light without the diffuser. Here it is, and let me turn it up to 99, and let's put it about at arm's length away. So here it is at arm's length away. It is very harsh. It is bright. I don't even want to look right at the light. So maybe you guys can do a comparison. Actually, let me see if I can do this right. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, they're both at 99. They're both at equal length away from my face. The diffuser is to my left over there, and the one without the diffuser is to my right. So let's see if you guys can do a comparison. Alright, on to make it. Here's what the finished product will look like. Okay, the diffuser, the diffuser cloth, the bias tape. I don't know if you can see it here, but that's okay. I'll show you a close-up of it, and of course the back of it with the stretch fabric. Now, the one thing about the stretch fabric is I ordered an 8-inch wide stretch fabric. The reason I got that instead of like a 3-inch wide is because the stretch fabric only stretch one way. It only stretches one way, and that is this way. Okay? It does not stretch this side. Okay? Or else, if it did stretch this way, I would have ordered a 3-inch length stretch fabric. But the reason why I ordered 8-inch is because the length of the light is 16 inches, okay? So it stretches this way. So what I did first is we'll need to cut from the fabric, from the diffuser cloth, we're gonna cut 3 inches by 16 inches, okay? Once you cut it, iron it. Make sure it's flat. Once you iron it, you're going to take the bias tape and you're going to sew it onto the short edge. The reason why you want to sew it on there is because you don't get those loose fraying fabric, you know, little loose fabrics there. So that's why I sew it, you know, and it looks better, you know. Once you sew both ends together, trim the excess bias tape, just cut them off. The stretch fabric I cut into 3-inch width, okay, so it's going to be 8 inches by 3 inches. Once you have your stretch fabric cut, line them up to either the back or the front side of your diffusion cloth, and then go ahead and sew. Make sure you sew 1/4 inch in, okay, 1/4 inch is the rule of thumb usually for a strong bond, I guess if you want to call it that. And you're only going to sew 1/2 first. Then go ahead and line up the other half, bottom half, top half, whatever you want to call it. And then go ahead and sew that. Now on the second half, when I sew towards the, when it meets the other stretch fabric, I like to overlap the sew, you know, just because I think it might create a stronger bond, if you will. stronger connection. All right. Once you have that sewed, before we flip it inside out, you'll notice that there are some fraying from the stretch fabric. We want to get rid of that because I found that when you eventually pull it inside out, some of the stretch fabric will be in front of the light. We don't want that. So how I solve that is I'm going to take a barbecue lighter and I'm going to singe the sides of the stretch fabric. Just real quickly. Don't leave it there for a long time. As you're rolling it, the heat from the fire will singe up the sides, the edges, and it'll be nice and clean. Once you singe up both edges, long edges, now you're ready to flip it inside out. I find that it's easier if you stick your thumb into the diffuser and pull it, press your thumb against the diffuser cloth and just pull it towards you. Just keep working in it, just keep working at it. It will get a little tricky once you get to the middle part. Just take your time. Once you get to the middle part, do the same thing. And once you're done, you should get something like this. Okay? When you slip it onto the light, just be careful once you get to the halfway point, and then you'll want to guide them in using two hands, one at the halfway point, so that way it all comes together. You don't want to pull from the bottom and then the top doesn't move, or else you'll tear it. So make sure you use both hands as you're sliding it through. And that's about it, really. You can get these cheaper off of eBay. For some reason, I thought Amazon would be cheaper. I ordered it from Amazon, and later on I found out it was these things were cheaper on eBay. So do some comparison shopping. I'll put some links below on where you can get these materials. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. But I hope this was helpful to you.